Quiet atmosphere from what we've been able to tell of people walking through this. We can speak now to Clarence Mitchell. Clarence, I know you're at Piccadilly. Have people reached you there yet?
Yes, indeed they have. Just a few seconds ago, in fact, another large wave of protesters began coming through from Shaftesbury Avenue, just off to my right. These protesters are the people who gathered near the British Museum up at Goodge Street and have walked straight down across Tottenham Court Road, down Shaftesbury Avenue, north of Eros here. They're coming to the junction with Regent Street and Piccadilly, which is where one of the arms of the other march from Embankment you were mentioning just a moment ago will be coming up, heading northward, having already been through Parliament Square. Handle these numbers, if indeed 500,000, as predicted by the organisers, do attend the march. Some organisers are even saying it could be up to 1 million people. Let's wait and see. The police don't think it'll be as heavy as that. But even so, even if it is 500,000, that's still more than attended the countryside march just a few months ago. There are something like 1,000 St John ambulance personnel on duty here and in Hyde Park, should anybody become ill during such a large-scale protest. But the police are still confident that they will have this under control. They're sure there'll be no troublemakers. If they are, they say they can be handled quite quickly. And so far, it's very well controlled. All the roads around here in Piccadilly Circus, right up towards Oxford Circus, were sealed and closed off to traffic from early this morning, and that will remain the case throughout the afternoon. The police advice to anybody who's not taking part in the march is to avoid this part of central London altogether today.
OK, Clarence, so we'll leave it there for the moment. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. Just we're going to quickly look again at pictures of Parliament Square. There we go, underneath Big Ben. People being very patient, really, as they wait to go through on the march. We can speak to a guest now. We're going to join me in the studio is Professor Colleen Gaffey. She's from Republicans Abroad. And we're seeing, obviously, a lot of anti-war here. What do you think about these marches, then?
Yes, well, first of all, may I point out that I've been in the studios for an hour now, waiting to come on, watching several clips of Jesse Jackson and the anti-war movement. So I'm assuming that you're going to be having me and others on for the next hour, perhaps into the homes of British soldiers who are risking their lives.
You are on the BBC. You are on the BBC now. If you'd like to make political points, perhaps you could do those elsewhere.
Equal coverage.
What I'd like to talk to you about, obviously, these people who are marching today perhaps don't think that the case for war is being made.
Yes, and unfortunately they're not well informed. I see the many signs about blood for oil, and people should realize that is not the reason for going to war. It's about disarmament. And those that think it's about oil should ask themselves two questions. The first question is if it's about oil, why didn't America just work to lift the economic sanctions in Iraq, and then America would have all the access to oil it could want, millions of barrels that Iraq would be delighted to sell and use to build up these weapons of mass destruction. And the second question people should ask themselves, if it's about control of oil, why does America not control Kuwaiti oil?
Some people might say it's about oil, but that's not what other people are saying. They're saying that the case for war, as I said to you before, has not been made yet. All right.
吸烟有黄金的，你这不留吧？不留吧，没有不利。暂时不利，不要浪费。对呀，这可以是这样。 对，It's got rice in it。
我试一下。
对，但你再喷一点在上面，看看效果怎么样。哎呦，不得了，这个太凶了。
对， a very serious problem, but it needs to be addressed together with the central problem of state terrorism as well.
Krishna have been on television as artists doing performance.
What's he got to do with it? Nothing.
Well, this is
We're
concerned citizens.
Yeah, picture that, man. Make sure you record.
Long now.
What's he doing? He's going to...
Someone's trying to warn them.
They said they're going to come and break it up tomorrow.
That's your husband.
Let him go!
Let him go!